How we doing, guys? Time for a shop update. Let's get after it. Alright, we got this one in here. This one was rebuilt not too long ago, and then it had a head gasket failure, and so he brought it to us. We checked it out. Long story short, once we got it apart, we saw that the liners had actually dropped. They were like 7s and 6s. You can see where it's blowing the fire rings out. But this thing's still pretty fresh, has less than 100,000 miles on it, so we threw the same liners back in. You can see the crosshatch is still super good on them. So we took the liners out, counterbored it, threw the same liners back in, and then on the pistons, we're re-ringing the pistons, throwing those back in so we can get this new head back on it and get him on his way. Hey, then we got the service truck here. It has this 466 International in it. This thing has been proven to be a little bit of a nightmare. We're supposed to just do a in-frame and a head on it. And once we got into it, we realized the front main seal's leaking really bad, the rear main seal's leaking really bad, and the structure's actually leaking up here in the front. We found a couple bad push rods. The retainer, you can see that retainer, this one had actually busted, and the tappets have rolled, and so it ruined the camshaft, ruined a couple push rods. So this one's turning into a much bigger Fandango, but nothing insurmountable. We're already going to take this front off, so we should be able to get to the camshaft pretty easy. Pull that camshaft out, throw a new one in, put new lifters, tappets, whatever you want to call them in there. Throw the new push rods on it, and get him back up and running. This ISX here is done. We just had the EGR cleaned, got that back today, threw it back together. She's ready to start and pull out. We're just missing one filter. I'm out of these filters back here. You can see how black that one is. So we're gonna wait until the morning when our filters come in before we fire it up and give this one back. On this Kenworth here, just doing a basic in-frame. This one has been pretty cut and dry. No major issues. He had some camshaft damage, pin and roller damage. Simple fix, easy to take care of. We're going to throw an oil cooler on it, do the last knickknacks. This one will be ready to go before the week's over for sure. Out of frames here, we just finished up this PACCAR today. Actually, we're still waiting on one little piece. We need a gasket down there where it's taped off. Then this one will be ready to go back in the truck. Hope to be a little bit of paint touch up, but we'll be throwing this one in here in the next day or two. This N14 is ready to go back in the truck. We're going to be pulling a 60 Series Detroit out, throwing this in there. This guy has a good running truck, so we're kind of trying to hold him off to come here since we have so many out of frames going back in trucks right now. But it is ready to go, and he'll be here in next week or so, and we'll start throwing this one in, taking that 60 Series out. And out here on the out of frames that we installed last weekend here, we're just trying to get these buttoned up so we can get them out of here. This one is really close to being done. We're trying to get this one out of here first. And this one here is really close to being done as well. This one actually looks even farther along than that one, so we're trying to move these two down the road first, and then we'll jump over to this one here. This one we still got to get the hood back on it and all that, but she is installed, bolted down. And then we have this DD15 here that is back in the truck. This one just needs to come inside and have the transmission hooked up. We're so busy. Alpha Repair is going to do that for us, and they're still like 2 days before they can even get to it. They're busy as well, but the transmission just needs to be thrown back together, and this one will be ready to go home. Haven't really done anything with the cab over, and the C15 we threw in there. She's just waiting for us to come give her some love. We're trying to get rid of these easier jobs first, then we'll move on to this one. This one's going to be pretty time consuming, so we figured we'd get rid of all 4 of these first and then jump on this one. That's pretty much it for the shop update. We do have a lot of work here waiting on us. We're just trying to clear all this out. By the end of this week, everything I showed you should be buttoned up. That's what I'm hoping, and we'll be ready for all new projects. And we got plenty waiting on us. There's several out of frames waiting on us, and of course we do 5 in frames at a time. We'll be able to fill the shop up the second we pull them out. So we're busy. Appreciate all you guys. Have a good one.